What's up, guys? Matt back again at MJ's Garage. And yep, you see it in the video. We picked it up, the 2023 Chevy Tahoe RST. And we're going to talk about that right now. So check it out. So here it is, 2023 Chevy Tahoe RST 4x4 Duramax. Yep, that's right. Now, I wanted a 24, but they said the 24s weren't coming out for another 3 more months. And what I've heard is they did not make any major changes to them. So they just made a refresh on it this year. And we're going to go over some of those features right now. But one of the things that definitely stands out to us and was more appealing to us on this vehicle than what we were looking for in this vehicle, comparison to the same features that we had in the BMW, is this one has a blacked out package, beautiful piano black grille. We also have some of the piano black in the bottom accents, where you can also see it does have the adaptive cruise control. So that is a nice feature. The BMW actually did not have that, surprisingly. So it's not one of my criterias to have whenever I buy a vehicle. I'm not really a fan of the adaptive cruise control, but some of you guys might be. So it is a nice safety feature to have when you're doing long distance and you're on the highway. But where we're at in the country, it's not so much so for us. But this one does have the 22s. This vehicle has been out for a couple years. But this is something that I like to, I don't like to buy the first year when they come out. I usually buy the second year or third year, make sure they got all the bugs and all the kinks worked out. So this model actually came out right after COVID. So they were having a lot of issues with the 5.3s, the 6.2s, and matter of fact, they're still having some issues with them, but that's the reason why we got the Duramax. So this one does have the standard running boards on it, fixed running boards, which I'm okay with. Now, it does have a street tire on there, which is, you know, kind of how they're meant to be. It is a 275/50 22, and they're running the Bridgestones on there. So we're actually thinking about going with something a little bit more aggressive because we're going to be taking this vehicle up to up north somewhere, probably up to upstate New York to see some family for Christmas and do some traveling with the kids. Just to give you a walk around to show you, this is a little bit bigger, obviously, than the X5. So that was one of the things that we were really looking forward to. It does have the kick on the back. As long as you have your key on you, you just kick over here where the logo is, and the door opens up. Now, the other thing is on this vehicle, and one of the things that the BMW did not have, is you have your power. So that's always important to have that power third row so you can lift it at any time. And the front does have power as well, but it's only for the power for the second row, and that's to let the seats down. I'll be using the third row all the time, but it's definitely a nice feature to have whenever you're traveling with all the family and you want to have plenty of room to get in and out. The other thing is on this one that I didn't mention earlier is the headlights. The headlights, sorry about that. It has the auto lock on it, so when you walk away after 10 seconds, you can turn that feature on, so it'll go ahead and auto lock on its own. That is something that the BMW also had that we liked, that you kind of walk away. I don't like the loud horn. You can turn that off and just have it where it would lock itself. It does fold in the mirrors when it locks, so that's a nice feature. You have to turn that on as well, which I don't know about that. But going back to the headlights real quick, before we got interrupted by the horn, definitely have really good visibility. And this one does not really have the fog lights because they're running the LEDs, but it does have plenty of visibility. And when I'm driving this vehicle, I feel like I'm higher up off the road, so I have more clearance on what I see, and that's definitely a nice feature. It is a very, very beautiful ride. Coming out of a BMW, this is something that it definitely, you had to make sure it's going to have that. So the only thing I don't like is when you walk up to it, it doesn't have the auto unlock. but that's not a big deal. You just push the button and get in. So this one does have the black interior with the red stitching, and you know, pretty straightforward. The diesel is very quiet, and very smooth. So this one does not have the panorama sunroof, which I'm not really a fan of that either. And just one more thing to go wrong in it. So as you can see, it's got plenty of room in that second row, and then also the third row. We got some floor mats that will be coming here pretty soon, and then I'm gonna be throwing some window tint on it today and getting that windshield tinted as well. So that's gonna be a nice feature. We're gonna be headed up north here pretty soon, so we want to make sure we get everything ready to go. So let's jump in the back seat and see how much room we got here in the back seat. It's almost like sitting in the front seat. You know, you actually have that handle, which that's something that they don't have on the interior on the driver's side, but plenty of room. You can actually just sit back and relax. You can adjust your seat forward and back. And even if I wanted to get back here in the third row, I still got room back here as well. One thing that you can see, it does have the C chargers on both sides. So, and you have a cup holder right there, and somewhere to put your candy and your snacks. And down there in the middle, you can see it does have the air controls right there with also your chargers, and also you get that 120 as well. The person that's going to be sitting in the third row, they're going to have probably nobody sitting next to them, but yeah, you got plenty of room. One thing is curiosity to me, when you're having a bucket seats, you know, usually you had that cup holder that came down right here at the bottom. But that's not there no more. What they did was they put the cup holder on the top, which is different. Now on the GMCs, and I believe on the high countries, this compartment actually slides back. So that is a nicer feature, because if you're just sitting here, you can just grab it. You don't have to come up here and grab it. But then again, if you have younger kids, you want to go ahead and have the cups up here, because if their kids are down here and they're kicking around with their feet, they're playing with each other, they can definitely have a spill, which that's not something that I want to have in this vehicle. It does have the Bose sound system, and you got plenty of storage right there for your Twinkies. And you guys know who that is if you know who I'm talking about. Ratty's Rides. Got the Twinkie holder, nice tray there for all your goodies and your drinks. This area doesn't light up. This one does have the telescopic steering wheel and all the controls there to show you it is the four-wheel drive. We're going to pop the hood. We're going to check out that Duramax. So I wasn't lying. This is the Duramax diesel. Very quiet. You hardly hear it. It's one of the quietest Duramaxes I've ever owned. Look at that big old turbo right there. And I know what you guys are already thinking and already wondering. Yes, you guys are asking yourself, is Matt going to get this Duramax deleted? Well, I'm going to say probably so. That's the goal. There's a lot of things out there already for this vehicle, and that's another plus thing, is you don't just jump into a new model and want to be able to do the things that you want to do to it because those things aren't out. But since this vehicle's already been out for a few years, we're going to go ahead and see what kind of power we can get out of this Duramax. I've seen 70 horsepower gains. I've seen 100 horsepower gains. So we're going to see what happens. But she is a beautiful Tahoe. We're about to go get some windows tinted on it. That's going to be me. And if you guys haven't noticed yet, I've been doing a lot more videos. I've stepped away from my job the rest of this year, so gonna have some more time with you guys and more time with my family. So look forward to some videos coming soon. I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't, click the link below, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you on the next one.